Hey guys, so it is now April 2023. So we're going to look at the real estate numbers for March of 2023. So stay tuned if you are considering a move to North Dallas and you want to know what the real estate market is doing. You want to stay tuned. You want to find out what the numbers are in these cities.
Hey guys, this is Gus and Karla here. We are local realtors here in the Dallas area. We do specialize in the North Dallas area. So make sure guys, if you are new to our channel, we just want to say welcome. Thank you for joining us. And make sure guys, before we continue, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell as well, so you can stay up to date with all of our content that we post each and every week. You don't want to miss this particular video, just so we can keep you up to date with what the real estate market is doing here. If you are considering or thinking about or maybe just researching different areas here in the Dallas Metroplex area, you might come across some of our videos. We do help many families just like yours buy, sell, invest, and relocate here into the Dallas Metroplex area. So our information is going to be up here. You can reach out to us, you can text us, you can call us, you can email us. If you go into the description of this video, you can find all of our information. And so yeah, we would love to hear from you, help you out in your relocation plans, and show you around. Let's get together, let's have a cup of coffee and talk about your goals, your future goals, and see if maybe one of these cities are the city for you to move into. So stay tuned, you won't want to miss this one.
Hey guys, so we are now at the spring market here in North Dallas. As you can see, allergies are just flaring up.
Allergies are messing with me?
So if I sneeze throughout the video, forgive me. It is heating up here in North Dallas. The numbers are showing an increase in sellers going on the market, buyers buying houses. So it's definitely in the works. A lot of people are still moving from out of state.
Yeah.
As we can see, there's been a lot of movement. Yeah,
it's still a very busy market for real estate here in the Dallas Metroplex, North Dallas. So, I mean, good things are ahead, I think.
Yeah, so even though interest rates are higher than everybody would like to see them, they're scheduled to come down. So there's still a lot of buyers out there. A lot of new builders are also doing incentives. So the numbers reflect this. Now keep in mind, some cities are probably going to be a little bit hotter than other cities.
Yeah.
And but overall, we're seeing a very positive trend in the housing market.
Right.
I look at our housing market every single week and it's going up. So it's very positive information here.
Yeah, and this could be good news for you if maybe you've been kind of like on that, borderline, like, man, I don't know if I should buy right now. We do have people calling us and, asking us about what we see and if there's a crash coming, if there's a recession. Personally, I think we're coming out of our recession. If we were in one, I don't know. But I think there's some positive things. I think, not being scared of the interest rate, I think it's a big thing because a lot of buyers, obviously there are things where some buyers couldn't get approved anymore, maybe not for a certain amount of a home. But hey, don't get scared of the interest rate. You can always refinance it later on. So, and there are programs out there, like Karla mentioned, that lenders can get you into. So, hey, let's go into to the numbers, and let's start off with the city of Aubrey.
Okay, am I gonna do it?
Ladies, go first.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the paper because, as you guys know, I'm blind. So, in Aubrey, we're definitely seeing it's a very constant and consistent trend. But the house market is still, like we said, rising. So 110 houses sold in March. And the average sold price is $434. That did go up from the previous month, which is what we want to see as homeowners here in Aubrey. That is great news for all of us.
Keep in mind, this is averaged.
Averaged. The days on the market did decrease to 85. So this is great news for sellers. Lots of people are calling, they want to relocate before kids go back to school. So now's a great time to put your house on the market. If you're thinking about downsizing or maybe upgrading to more space, or if you've got a job transfer, it's a great time to go on the market. You know, stats show you've got about an average of 85 days, which is the norm.
Right.
And then the price per square foot did drop a little bit to 187. Now, personally, I think it's because the homes that are being sold in Aubrey are larger. They're not first-time home buyer homes. Most of the homes in Aubrey, they're building bigger. A lot of people are looking to maybe go back towards maybe Dallas more. So Dallas has a little bit less square footage. Here, I think the houses are just bigger. So I think that had something to do with the number on that. And the most expensive house that sold was sold for $782,000. And again, that was Sandbrook Ranch. So 3 months in a row, Sandbrook Ranch takes the lead on the most expensive house. So if you're looking to purchase or sell in Sandbrook Ranch, know that your investment is pretty solid.
Right. And yeah, so some of the questions that we get about, you know, hey, why is Sandbrook always coming up on like the most expensive ones? Well, Aubrey, I mean, some of the communities that are still building a lot, Silverado being one of them. It's only a DR Horn community. So, I mean, Sandbrook Ranch just has those more grander homes, I guess, with Highland Homes still there, being the top builder there, Coventry, and David Weekley. So
yeah, which I mean, it does compare to Union Park, which we get into a whole different video.
Yeah.
But Union Park is situated in Little Elm, so you know their location-wise are very close together.
Yeah.
But they're completely different cities. So Sandbrook Ranch, just if you don't know about Sandbrook Ranch, watch one of our videos. We do a lot of business there, but they just have amenities that none of the other neighborhoods do. And I think that's why they sell at top dollar. Because Highland, you have at Union Park,
Right.
you have, you know, in other places, but there's just something that sets Sandbrook apart. And I mean, right now they are building on their 70s, and these are massive houses. So they're 4,000 plus square feet.
Right.
So, and you're still getting a killer deal.
Yeah.
In Aubrey for that much house.
All right, guys, moving on. Let's get into the city of Celina. Celina, it's still a very popular city. A lot of people want to move into Celina, great school districts. It's actually booming here in Celina.
Yes.
So a lot of growth, the expansion that's going on, the plans that they have for the future, the city itself. We see a very positive thing here for the city of Celina.
Yes.
Some even say that it's even bigger. It's going to become even bigger than
Frisco. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, a lot of things going on here in the city of Celina. 93 homes were sold in the month of March, and listen to this, versus 66 in February. So obviously, hey, just to confirm, are these new builds as well?
This includes pre-owned and new build.
So both pre-owned and new builds. Thanks for that. 602 was the average price sold. Days in the market, 77, pretty constant with the surrounding cities as well. Price per square foot is 212. They drop a little bit, but you know, most expensive home sold was for 1.3 million. This was in Mustang Lakes. So if you don't know, Mustang Lake takes the lead, by the way, on the most expensive home sold.
Gosh, yes.
There are some massive homes there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this feeds into Prosper ISD, which is, you know, one of the top school districts here in all of Texas. So if you are looking to specifically be in Prosper ISD, Mustang Lakes,
it's a great option.
It's a great option for you.
Now they do have a lot of good builders also there that drives up the price.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have very high quality builders at Mustang Lakes, along with their amenities, and the fact that they feed into Prosper. It's gonna be one of the top neighborhoods.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, great things ahead for Celina. If you're looking to, you know, to look into a place or a city that's gonna hold your value in the home, Celina is a great option. So yeah, give us a call if you want more information on that, and we would love to show you around Celina. Yeah. There's actually a lot of neighborhoods. So I'm seeing more neighborhoods come up that we want to do more videos on.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Okay, so next we have Little Elm, and Little Elm is very popular. I don't think enough credit is due to Little Elm. They have great houses. Location is great. Union Park is in Little Elm.
Yeah, Union Park is north of 380. So what's going on right now on Road 380? So if you look on the map, a lot of expansion is going on. So they're already working on the expansion on 380 from Denton all the way down to where Collin County meet Denton County east. Okay, so a lot of traffic is going on. It's accumulating a lot of chaos per se, a lot of traffic. So a lot of people are getting stressed about it. It's part of that expansion. It's part of the growth process. So Union Park is just north of 380, and that creates more problems for commuters. But Little Elm also goes, part of it is south of 380, which could be a great option if you want to skip that 380 part of Little Elm. So, yeah.
So Little Elm, I think you can get still a lot of square footage for not as big as a price tag as there are in surrounding areas.
Right.
So I think Little Elm is a great location if you're looking to maybe purchase a bigger home, but your budget isn't quite, Celina, Prosper, McKinney. So the houses that sold in Little Elm was 154 versus about 109 last month. So again, we're seeing the market is moving, new communities are coming up, new builders.
Yeah.
I feel like the builders too have kind of like put an uptick in inventory homes.
Yeah, putting them in.
Like, I feel like the new home builders, like they're finally starting to roll out their inventory homes, like where they're being ready right now. So that's what we're seeing close.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of these houses are not pre-owned. A lot of them are new builds.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So homes that they started maybe mid-year last year are now finally starting to close. The average sold is 457, which is very consistent with the previous month. But again, this is a great price for Little Elm because you're very close to Dallas. You're close to so many other cities that have just a lot of things that you can do. So it's a great location.
Yeah.
Price per square foot that is being sold is 193. It did drop a little bit, but then again, I go back to, I think it's bigger houses being sold. A lot of these are new builds. And then the most expensive house that sold was for $785 in Frisco Hills. Now, part of Frisco is very much like Celina and Prosper. So even though it's Frisco Hills and it's Frisco, or Little Elm, it feeds into like Frisco ISD.
Right. Some parts of Little Elm feed into Frisco ISD because they're very close together. So once you get to that borderline of like Frisco, Little Elm, and surrounding cities too, it gets a little confusing sometimes. But all right, next. Did I say I?
You done.
I said I. All right. So next we have the city of McKinney. Man, lots of movement going on here in the city of McKinney. It's still a very popular area, very close to Dallas, and it's just a great location. Historic downtown McKinney is awesome, and lots of shopping there, and just a lot of entertainment in the city of McKinney. So let's look at the numbers. 268 homes sold altogether in McKinney. You're yawning while I'm doing my numbers. Wow. Thank you. It just motivates me.
It's because I don't drink coffee. For those of you out there that don't know, I don't drink coffee. This is tea.
Anyways, please come.
No.
Anyways, 268 homes were sold in McKinney in March. That's a whole lot of homes.
That's a lot, and considering McKinney doesn't have a ton of new communities, these are mostly all pre-owned. Now they are stretching out new communities north McKinney.
North McKinney.
So some of these are new builds, but for the most part, these are all pre-owned homes in McKinney that are being sold. Yeah,
kind of like borderline Melissa, McKinney area. Yeah, a lot of buildings going on over there. Anyways, so days in the market were 50. Wait, I forgot the average price sold was 560, which is good. I mean, jumped up from February, that's for sure. 50 days in the market. Let me see, $220 per square foot, which is not bad at all for being McKinney. And Stormbridge Ranch took the most expensive home for $1.4 million.
Yeah. Gosh. And I feel like McKinney's just so great because they're very consistent with their price. Mm-hmm. Like, you can absolutely still get a great home in McKinney location-wise at a very reasonable price. Now, here's the thing. If you're looking for a brand new home, McKinney's not going to be your way to go.
Well, I mean, you can find some.
You can, but not for the average price. Like, if you're looking at a brand new home in McKinney, it's going to be up there. Mm-hmm. Because it is McKinney. But if you're looking for, you know, a good home that's not brand new, I feel like you could still, like, if location is key for you, that could be a great option.
Yeah. Now, do some McKinney communities feed into Frisco ISD?
Some communities feed, right. Yes.
So if you're looking to move into Frisco ISD, there's some communities that fit into Frisco ISD as well. So yeah, lots to do there in McKinney. I love the mature trees just because of older homes, especially in downtown. So hey, if you're looking into McKinney, let us know. We would love to show you around. Okay, so next we have a Prosper. And Prosper is still a very hot city. Just because of Prosper ISD, we talk about it all the time. If school district is key for you and it's super vital and important, you definitely want to get into Prosper ISD, or you want to find a community that feeds into Prosper ISD. So also be aware, because not all parts of Prosper feed into Prosper ISD. Ooh, buyers beware. Yes, like so keep that in mind. So the homes that were sold were 92. Not too far off from last month, which was 79. The average sold home was 836. That's the average. That's the average. Wow. You guys, that's the average. I mean, we're seeing, like, you know, what were the other cities? McKinney was 500, 400, Aubrey. Yeah, it's that's even Celina was 600. Yeah, so you guys, that's no joke. Okay, that's your average priced home. Yeah. So Prosper does have tons of new communities. Yeah. So they are definitely building. Now these homes are they have a ton of square footage, brand new homes. So they're definitely up there. I mean, you're looking at probably millions. Again, it's Prosper ISD that just really drives the price. So days on the market, 91, which is still super good and consistent considering the price. Right. There are certain communities in Prosper that are very hard to get into. So homes like that are getting snatched up very quickly. You've got Windsong Ranch, which is, it's a very highly sought after community in Prosper, and then it has the famous lagoon. Right. So those homes are not staying on the market very long. Lots of new home builders. But yeah, you're looking at least 700 and upper 700s to even touch anything in there. Yeah. So the most expensive home was 1.5, and that was at Legacy Creek. So Prosper does bounce around, I feel, as far as, the communities that they have and the houses that are being sold. They're really all in the millions. It's very hard to get into Prosper for anything under 600. Yeah, I mean, you can probably find some that are not in Prosper ISD that are actually Prosper, but I don't know if, Yeah. People want to move to Prosper because of the Prosper ISD mostly. Mm-hmm. So, hey, but let us, if that's something that you want to be into, give us a call, let us know. And we would love to help you out to look for your perfect home. Okay, so let's go into Frisco. Market's moving there really quickly as well. 206 homes were sold in March in Frisco. 794 is your average price home. I mean, just under Prosper, but still, I mean, it's up there. Yeah, 58 days in the market is the average. $243 per square foot. And Chapel Creek took the lead on the most expensive home. What was it? Chapel Creek. Yep, for $3 million. $3 million. So $3 million in Frisco. Frisco has some very high communities. Yeah. They've got very private communities. Yes. Well, I mean, you got cowboy players there,
Right.
living in some of these communities. I'm sure a lot of the sports players from FC Dallas and
Yeah.
so
Frisco is a
really,
hot market.
Yeah.
So definitely the place to be if you love, being out and about and just the sports, the restaurants,
Yes.
the nightlife.
Tons to do.
Yeah.
In Frisco. Yeah, definitely. Maybe not. Well, I mean, there's families there,
Yeah.
but not. We don't come across a lot of like bigger families wanting to be.
Right. Most of the time,
In
bigger
Frisco.
families need some space.
Yeah.
Which you're not going to find in Frisco. But you will find everything else. So it's to, commute to anything is very reasonable. And then again, you've got those amazing homes that, are, in private communities, gated communities. And that's what drives that $3 million home.
Yeah. Which, hey, if you're looking for a $3 million home in Frisco, give us a call. We would love to help you out with that.
Okay, so last but not least is Princeton. And Princeton is, it's definitely come a long way from January of this year. Princeton is a smaller city.
It is.
You're curious?
Yeah, well, I didn't see Princeton. Okay.
So, it's a smaller city, but a lot of people don't know that it actually borders McKinney. So, it is still very rural. My allergies are like all over the place.
Yeah, very close to McKinney. I mean, maybe depending on where you are in Princeton, you can be in downtown McKinney in 15 minutes.
Yes. So a lot of people don't realize that. But it is still very rural. Like, you're not going to have a ton of shopping. You're not going to see a ton of restaurants. But you can get a lot for your money. So they sold 94 homes in March, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Considering, like in January, they sold 49.
Yeah.
So they're definitely coming up. They're building a lot of new communities as well. These are more of the first-time homebuyer homes. So you've got a lot of D.R. Horton out there. You've got KB Homes,
Centex, LG.
Yes.
LGI Homes.
LGI. So and then a couple that we don't do business with. But
right. We're not going to mention
this. Call us.
Call us if you're wondering which is the builder that we will definitely not work with.
Well, builders now.
Builders?
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
And so,
anyways.
their average priced home is selling for $344,000. That's their average. So you guys, you can get such a great home out there for such a little price. If you don't mind being more in the rural side. So if you're looking to maybe stay put for, a couple years, or you're just landing from out of state and you don't know where to go, but you definitely know that you want to put your money down somewhere, because, it's going to continue to increase. Investments in North Dallas are just going to continue to go up.
Right. I mean, you could be paying, 100% interest on a rental, or getting to somewhere, maybe temporarily for a couple of years, and getting some equity while you're at it.
Which is what we did.
That's what we did.
So also, it's a great investment city. So if you're looking to maybe make first-time investment homes, or maybe, start out your rental portfolio, Princeton has condos, townhomes. It's a great city to start off, and a lot of people love Princeton. It's, just check it out if you're interested. Princeton is a great place to start. Days on the market is 110. Now, they do have higher days on the market. Again, I feel it's because a lot of people don't know about Princeton. It just kind of sounds out there. Also, a lot of people that are moving from out of state don't want to be so rural. They'd like to keep it a little bit closer to Dallas. So that kind of makes the days on the market go up. Also, keep in mind, Princeton does sell a lot of houses with land. So these are older homes. You've got either brand new homes on a very small lot, or you've got older homes that come with acreage.
Right.
So there's really no happy middle in Princeton.
Yeah, those days in the market as well. Keep that in mind with the new builds, where when they put homes up in the MLS, maybe they're like 5 months out from being completed. they put them up on the MLS, so that reflects on the days in the market.
Yeah. So price per square foot is $179, which is, you know, pretty around there from the other cities. And the most expensive home sold for $500, and that was in Arcadia Farms. So that is 2 months out of this year that Arcadia Farms is taking the higher priced homes. They are a new community out in Princeton, right behind Walmart. They actually have their own elementary school right there, so it's a great location. They've got some pretty good builders out there too. So you've got MI Homes.
I think so.
Yeah, MI Homes is out there. I think Meritage is also out there. But this is a very nice community if you want something kind of new build with a little bit of space, somewhere local where you can get to Walmart and everything. That's a great little location.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. These were the numbers for North Dallas cities. Not all of them, but some of them, obviously. Just so you can see what the market is doing on some of these most popular cities here in the North Dallas area. So let us know your thoughts. And guys, if you're maybe from out of state, maybe you are local, maybe from Dallas, and maybe just in the area, and you want to downsize, you want to upgrade, hey, give us a call. Let us do some numbers on your houses specifically. And yeah, we would love to hear from you and sit down with you, get to know you, build some trust, and yeah.
There is nothing more important than knowing your market. So I'll say a lot of times when we meet with like sellers or buyers, they're like, you know, I don't know, like now's a good time to buy. Is it a good time to sell? There is nothing more important than a realtor who knows their market. And that takes time and a lot of research. So do know that we keep a very close eye on all of these cities, and not just the cities, but in some particular neighborhoods.
Right.
But when we see trends, like, you know, we hope that the information we give you is valuable to help you guys make a choice if you guys are thinking about buying or selling. The trends are favorable.
Yeah.
Market is continuing to go up. We don't foresee any crashes. We don't foresee any recessions. The houses are holding their value very steady. They increase and decrease very, very slightly, but this could be a perfect time if you're thinking about selling your house. We said this back when it was at a peak, and I wish more people would have listened, but this could very well be a perfect time. Like, yes, interest rates are up, which scares buyers a little bit, but there are great marketing strategies and there's great things that you can do to entice those buyers to come your way. I really feel like right now is when a lot of people are going to get top dollar for their home.
Yeah.
Versus if you're thinking about waiting just to see what the market does by the end of the year. Also, if you're thinking about buying, I think it is a great time to buy because there are so many incentives. And because people know that the interest rates are up, they're willing to work. So even sellers are willing to work with buyers a lot more than they were months ago.
Yeah.
So it's really such a great time with summer coming up as well. You know, kids need to be in school by August, so people need to be situated. So if you're on the fence about it, please give us a call and then we can run some numbers for you. And it just needs to make sense for you.
Right.
So regardless of what we say, if it does not make sense for you, then, you know, we're always going to be super honest and clear and let you know, hey, it just does not make sense.
Right.
But if you're on the fence and you have questions, give us a call.
Give us a call. We'll show you what we do differently than most realtors out there. And so let us show you that. Hey, well, thank you for staying to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Guys, our information is going to be here if I haven't put it already. And you can go on the description of this video as well. And so yeah, thank you for your comments. And subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. So guys, thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.